to have gardens. A garden that's very fruitful and produces a lot. But then when they grow old and they don't have any other means of provision, and they have children who are dependent, and they want to leave something for their children. Right? Now when you're old, you can't start a new profession and start saving money. That time is gone. You should have saved when you are younger. So you want to save for your children when you are younger, so when you are old, you're happy. You say, if I leave, my children will be well off. My children have enough finances. Now when you have done this, and when you reach old age, like let's say you invested all of your savings for your children, you invest them in the stock market, and it crashes, and you lost all your wealth. When you need it the most, so you can leave it for your children. And you can't now start making it because you don't have time. And you don't have the energy. So Allah is saying, when you spend for the wrong intention, you think you're doing something, but when you need it, that's when you die. And when you meet Allah on the Day of Judgment, that's when you need it the most. It will be gone. It will be zero, nil. Okay? So that's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving this analogy. Now Allah, and by the way, all of this, why Allah is mentioning all of this? Because again, this connects us to what is the central theme of Surah Al-Baqarah? You can give it to me. Central theme of Surah Al-Baqarah. Who has never received a gift from the younger sisters? Never received a gift from me. Okay, with the one in the pink dress, go ahead. Worship your God alone. What's your name? Fatima. That's yours. Well done. Okay. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us here, why does He mention sadaqah? Because it's one of the best ways that we fulfill the central theme. Worship your Lord alone. That's one way that we can manifest this worship. So Allah is saying, يا أيها الذين آمنوا أنفقوا من طيبات ما كسبتم ومما أخرجنا لكم من الأرض ولا تيمموا الخبيث منه تنفقون ولستم بآخذيه إلا أن تغمضوا فيه واعلموا أن الله غني حميد الشيطان يعدكم الفقر ويأمركم بالفحشاء والله يعدكم مغفرة منه وفضلا والله واسع عليم. What time you pray Isha? 9? We're going to push it a little bit today. A little bit. يؤتي الحكمة من يشاء ومن يؤت الحكمة فقد أوتي خيرا كثيرا وما يذكر إلا أولو الألباب. Allah here is addressing the believers to show them how to worship Him through sadaqah, more etiquettes of sadaqah. Allah is saying, O believers, donate from the best of what you have earned and of what we have produced for you from the earth. Do not pick out worthless things for donation, which you yourselves would only accept with closed eyes, and know that Allah is self-sufficient, praiseworthy. Allah is saying, when you want to give for the sake of Allah, don't go to the worst thing that you have, which you're going to throw away anyway, right? Like let's say food is expiring, right? It is expired, so it's going to be thrown in the bin anyway. So let me go and give it to a poor person. Allah is saying, don't do that. Give from the best. Give from the best. Allah says in Surah Al-Imran, لَن تَنَالُوا الْبِرَّ حَتَّى تُنْفِقُوا مِمَّا تُحِبُّونَ. You will not reach the highest level of piety until you give from what you love the most. Okay. So people, and by the way, this is the story of Habil and Qabil. Habil and Qabil, who are Habil and Qabil? Abel and Cain. Habil and Qabil, who are they? Adam's sons. Yes, another gift goes today. Come here. Oh, that's the last one. That's the last one. Okay, so Habil and Qabil, Habil, Abel, he used to grow wheat and stuff like that, and he gave Allah told him and his brother to give for the sake of Allah. So Habil went to the best harvest he had and he gave it for the sake of Allah. Qabil had sheep. He went to his herd of sheep and he looked at one of the sheep that was the most sick. That was about to die. He took it and he gave it for the sake of Allah. And that's why Allah accepted the offering of Habil, not of Qabil. Okay, so Allah is saying, don't give from the worst that you have. Give from the best. And then Allah is saying, it's shaitan that actually makes you stingy. Why? Because shaitan brings fear in your heart. He says, if you spend, you're going to grow poorer. You will grow poor. But Allah promises you more than what you give. So Allah says, the devil threatens you with the prospect of poverty and bids you to the shameful deeds of stinginess, while Allah promises you forgiveness and great bounties from Him, and Allah is all bountiful, all knowing. So when you give sadaqah, you have to be aware that shaitan is exercising his influence in you. Why? To make you feel, if you give, or you won't have enough. You won't have enough money, for the rest of the month. You won't have enough finances, to buy the car that you're planning to buy, right? I won't have enough money for my children, like to buy them the toys. Again, shaitan is going to come to you just like that. He's going to come to you like this. But Allah says, Allah promises you to pay you back in much more. Then Allah says, Allah grants wisdom to whoever He wills, and whoever is granted wisdom is certainly blessed with a great privilege, but none will be mindful of this except people of reason. And this verse shows that trusting in Allah and that Allah will pay you back multifold is a sign of wisdom. Because wisdom is to be able to see beyond, see long term. That's wisdom. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says to the believers, وَمَا أَنفَقْتُم مِّن نَفَقَةٍ أَوْ نَذَرْتُم مِّن نَذْرٍ فَإِنَّ اللَّهَ يَعْلَمُهُ وَمَا لِلظَّالِمِينَ مِنْ أَنصَارٍ. Actually, we're gonna leave this till next time. We might finish next time, or the time after, inshallah, the session after. I wanna give you a proposition. So after we finish Surah Al-Baqarah, we can either move on to Surah Al-Imran, or if you guys want, we can do Juz' Amma. We can start right from the back, Surah Al-Nas, Surah Al-Falaq, Surah Al-Ikhlas, and take it from the other end. I thought of this because sometimes I feel for the younger ones, our brothers and sisters. Sometimes I know Surah Al-Baqarah could be long surahs, could be challenging, and they're a bit lengthy, so they require a long breath, I know. But I know most of you know a lot from Juz' Amma, right? Yeah, so if you know the surahs already, I thought it might be easy, but I said we can sort of, what do you guys think? Shall we start from the end? How many people say no?
Only one.
No, he's okay. We have a democracy here. Again, how many people say no? Good. Keep your stand. Keep your stand. Yeah. Okay, so the majority, when I start from the end, inshallah, we are going to start, once we're done with Surah Al-Baqarah, maybe in 1 week or 2 weeks, inshallah. So we're going to start right from the end, so make it easier for everyone. Do you have 1 or 2 questions? Yeah.
Okay. My question is this. Now we're starting at the end now, right? So when we go all the way back to where we were, we're going to review that surah again? Like, are we going to start over Baqarah again?
Well,
are we just going to see?
Well, we're going to start from the end, and we'll keep going from the back to the front, and we see where we get. If we get to Surah Al-Baqarah, okay, we're still alive, we'll probably do it again. Or خلاص, we've done it, we don't need to do it again. Yes, but you need to speak up.
You know how you said about the husband and wife, and if like they're married and they kill the husband, how if they have kids? What if they do with the kids?
I don't think he cared about the kids. He would not care about the kids.
Kill
Really.
the kids too, right?
Yeah, he would not care about the kids. Okay, so by the way, next week, because I'm busy Saturday, I have some engagement to do. So we will move the Halaqa to Friday. Is that okay? Can you guys come Friday? Same, after Maghrib. Well, just next week, only just next week. We'll move it to Friday, so we don't miss it, we don't skip it. We want to keep going at the same pace, inshallah. So next class, next halaqah, inshallah, will be Friday afternoon, same time. طيب جزاكم الله خير. صلى الله وسلم على سيدنا محمد وآله وصحبه وسلم.